Woo! What's up, everybody? We are live once again. Oh my goodness, I am here, and hopefully you guys are here too. Even if you're not here yet, I know you will be here in time. I know it is like 11:32 in the afternoon. Most people are at work, so more than likely, nine times, granted, this is my work, but most people are doing 9 to 5s, and stuff like that. And so I know you guys are super busy. And so hopefully, sometime today, you will get to see this video and you will enjoy it just as much as I love doing the video. All right, so here I am. Today, I said I might or I should be doing standing post practice and explaining standing post practice. But I am not prepared to do that yet because I still think I need to go over some more particulars within the chi practice that I showed you within the other two videos, right? Another thing I figured out, I had an epiphany this morning, was to go back over the other two videos and write down everything that I thought was relevant in the two videos, and then do a fourth video after this one on the chi and put it all into one video, and where you guys get to see me evolve as a person and doing videos and stuff like that. It's funny, I'm 52 years old and I turned 52 on July 1st this year, and how focused you can become as you're getting older. As you're getting older, you start shaving off the BS, the more and the more the BS that you allow yourself to be a part of, and you get more and more focused on the things that really matter. And so that's what I'm doing. So let's get started. Let me get a little space or angle this down a little bit so you can see everything that I'm doing. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh. 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 Mm-hmm. All right. So here we are. We are going over again. Remember, we're doing this and this in order to create these 5 sensations for chi, and then this and this for the 5 sensations of chi, and then you're doing this for the 5 sensations of chi, and you're up, and you're here, and the chi ball is here. Right? Right? And so while you're doing this, right, so what you may not be paying attention to, and what's extremely important is the realization that your breath is deepening. Your mind is clear, and so is your nervous system. Not only that, but everything is expanding and falling at the same rate. Later on, that becomes extremely important. Extremely important. Everything I just said becomes extremely important later on down the line. Even more and most important when you are using it as self-defense. Okay? So if you have to, when we get way, way down the line, go back here and look at these beginning videos, because if you're having difficulties with Jings, 9 times out of 10, it's because you've forgotten this aspect. Okay? It's really important to understand this aspect. You can have the weight right. You can have, you know what I'm saying? It can look like on the outside that, that everything's lining up. But if the internal mechanisms are off in any way, shape, or form, you're going to get something less than what you thought you were going to have, right? Okay? So remember, my breathing in, I'm breathing out at the same rate. So my breath in is the same as my breath out. My breath in also causes my expansion, and my breath out causes my contraction. All right? and they are evolving by my turning of the quals within my body, not me turning my arms but by using my muscles in my arms. I'm literally just rotating, 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 and that's what makes this happen, right? Right? All of it. It may look like I'm doing it with my arms, but I am not. Trust, I am not. And even on the parts, because I haven't mastered it fully myself all the way to the tip tops, and I don't even really think there's a possibility of doing that, actually, honestly. There's always something to learn about your physical form. Um, Even I have gaps. My skill is really, really high to most people in this skill level, but even I could feel my gaps when an aspect of the chi awareness drops lower than the best than what I consider the best awareness, right? And so at this level, now you're talking about, right? So we get to this level, right? And now we're talking about, okay, so where is it strongest? Is it all right? So if I'm going to get all of my organs lined up and having the energy permeating all of my organs evenly. Now, it is known, you may not know this, but you should know this, that the meridians all are in the hands. You have the heart, the lungs, and everything like that, and they're all connected to the fingers, right? So therefore, if you have most of the sensation of chi in the middle of the palm, then it's going to radiate evenly out to the extremities of the fingers, and therefore all the organs are going to get an even distribution of stillness and oneness, right? Right? So there's also, depending upon which way you turn the sphere, it will densify the awareness of chi within a given digit, right? So, take for instance, when I'm doing this one, right? When I come up here, the thumb and index finger are really powerful. Really powerful. It begins with the thumb and index finger. Thumb, index finger. I could just do this and increase them, and now I have the whole hand. But and as you see, the hand is shaking, right? Because the whole hand, in certain aspects, is literally like there's so much chi that the hand is shaking, literally shaking, because I still have places that are not as open as they should be, and so therefore there's chi bumping up against barriers of tension in my body, trying to release more into my hand, and so it causes my hand to shake. Cool. So then, I'm here, right? And there are different pathways. If I come here, right? If I come here and I do it, this is the pinky, where the heart is. And so now I have more energy in the pinky of chi awareness and more in this part of the thumb for chi awareness. So that means all of my stillness and oneness of function within the internal system of the autonomous system is going to my heart. Because this is the heart meridian, and it's right. So this is where the qigong of it is like totally like ridiculously like constantly growing, constantly learning, and just super profound too, right? But as you well know, there are times when you grab and you just use this part, right? you should know how the body opens naturally and wraps around in order to create the chi awareness in this part. So that your sensitivity can totally connect to the other person's body and you can have control through letting go of their whole form. Right? And that's just a taste. That's just a little gem right there. That's little gem to show you how far you have to go, how much you need to understand that that you may not be in full awareness of what Tai Chi Chuan is, right? And how far you need to go as an individual in order to understand where you need to go. Okay? So once you understand that and you have the I'm expanding, by breathing in, I'm contracting, by breathing out, now you can start to understand how deep it is when you're going through forms, right? When you're going through forms. And this is just the part where you're just trying to understand how to have the Tai Chi Chuan, which is what's called real Tai Chi Chuan awareness. We haven't even started moving yet. We haven't started moving yet. We are sitting still and just moving the upper half, right? Which is what usually happens when you're learning. You first learn seated meditation, standing meditation, then 8 treasures, right? Which is nothing but this is stationary, and you're moving the top meridians, and you're moving it and lining everything up, which we'll get to later, right? But that's how you learn. You don't get to move. Usually, it used to be you didn't get to move until after you learn your treasures, which is Tai Chi, Qi Gong, because it's a progression from the inside manifesting the outside. But very, 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 very few people teach the old way. I have continued it because it was the best way for me to learn, because that's just the way I learned best. For me, I need to go step by step. I need to understand things bit by bit, and I need to understand them fully bit by bit before I move on to something else. I do not like going back over something again after I think I've figured it out. And if it's one thing more than anything else that I've learned as I've grown up and become more aware within my practice, is that you never know everything. Ever. You never know everything, right? You are always learning more about yourself because the ego is constantly within our practices referencing that which has come before itself, and how that which came before itself continues to inform it of its primary purpose of creating dimension and meaning through evolution. Okay? So this video is kind of short, and I think I've hit every single angle. We shall see. But as of right now, that is the end of the aspect of learning what Tai Chi Chuan really is. Tai Chi energy really is. I have housemates, so you can probably hear the music behind and the coffee joint going on, and it's natural. This is the legitimate aspect of life. If you cannot find poise within the chaos of people doing stuff around you, have you really understood your practice? Or do you need to control others outside of yourself in order to have stillness in you? And this is a big question for many martial artists and adepts of all internal styles, whether it be martial arts or meditation or the yogas. Do you have control within through understanding how to let go? Or are you still bludgeoning yourself and others to control your external world because you truly do not understand what's going on? All right, everybody. That's enough for today. Well, no, that's enough for the time being. I will be back later on today, more than likely, because this wasn't a really long super video. For me, 30 minutes is kind of long with talking and showing. And I will be back in a couple of hours or a day or two. And we will definitely be going into standing post meditation. Love and peace. I'm out.